Hii wiki nimekuwa nikiona video mingi za wase wanasema ati they're so grateful they had strict parents. And that gives me a question. Kukuwa na wazazi wanakukazia ili kuokolea juu ukiwa mtoi. Get a chair, let's talk. So personally, nimejaribu kufikiria hii kitu and I can't find an incident. Wazazi wangu siwezi sema walinikazianga sana. Then nilikuanga firstborn, mimi I think nilijikazia mimi mwenyewe, but ule mzazi naweza sema amenikalia kwa hii maisha ni Mungu mwenyewe. That being said, kwa CTA saizi tuko kwa season ya leadership, meaning most of the interviews that we are having zina revolve around your theme ya leadership. Now, one part of leadership is learning how to be led. Episode 1540, the pleasures and pressures of being an Ogopa artist.
Everybody now wants to work with Mr. Lenny.
And we're talking about within Ogopa and
Yes.
outside of Ogopa.
Thank you. In fact, outside of Ogopa,
More.
everybody wants to work with me. But you see, I've already now signed a contract.
Aha.
So I cannot work with just anyone. That decision is for Ogopa to make. If they feel like I can work with somebody from outside their stable, I can do that. But the main nini would be to work with the artist in the stable. Yeah.
So in your contract, it was like your creative freedom is not really freedom.
No.
You need to pass it through us.
Yes.
And we need to approve.
Yeah. You can't just work with anyone. Mi nataka kuwa na mziki out there, you know. I'm so hungry for music. I want my music to be out there, you know.
At that time, were you upset that you're being told no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, I didn't
Unataka
care.
kuhit.
Mi nataka tu kuhit bana. Mi nataka tu mangoma zitoke, you know.
I guess.
Sitaki hii kufungiwa. Yeah, and it's not just me. There's so many other artists.
Hata mkiniona hivi personally, I'm not an easy person to lead. Najua hivyo. Because watu wengi wanatakanga leadership saa zenye ni rahisi. Saa zenye watu wenye unaongoza, wanaona kenye unaona, wanafuata kenye unasema. But it's not easy for me to be that person all the time. Nitauliza maswali. Nitataka accountability. And especially kama wewe si kiongozi mzuri hatutaelewana. So, nini nafanyanga nikijipata kwa hizi situation kama Mr. Lenny, bado naendelea kufuata. The English word ni submit. Nachukia hiyo word ka nonsense. Imekuwa abuse kwa maisha yangu ka kitu ingine. But mi nakuwa vitu tatu. The first thing ni God. Kuna scripture Romans 13 inasemanga that all authority is from God. Tebu soma hiyo chapter yote. Ilinisaidia especially time fulani nilikuwa under pathetic leadership. Na bado nilifuata. God ni nani? Nilifuata decision yangu ikaisha. Lakini after that walikipata. So anyway, all leadership is from God. So by virtue of that, I will do my best kualign na the person God ameweka ongoze. The second thing, inakuanga movie mbili niliwachingi. Moja inaitwa Drunken Master, na nyingine inaitwa Karate Kid. Bahati yako kama uliona zenye zimenaritiwa na Afro. So kwa hizo mbili, Drunken Master na Karate Kid, those two leaders wanaongozanga in a very unconventional way. Hai make sense. Drunken Master, it's a Kung Fu master. Let me say Kung Fu. I know it can be Tai Chi, it can be another whatever. It can be another type of martial arts. But wacha niseme yenye najua. But Kung Fu master, mwenye his strength inakuanga akiwa amelewa. So ikianza ni msi rahisi kudharau. Because ukalewa anasema nini. But ukiona akifight, utajua mbona ako hivyo. To a point where his drunkenness became a skill because now Jackie Chan had to learn to fight as if he's drunk. Your pili ni Karate Kid. I know you know that famous scene penye anaambianga Jaden Smith practice by kuchukua jacket, kuivaa, kuangusha, kufanya nini. So anashinda kirudia the same move but hako anajua he's being taught different are they poses or what styles of Kung Fu or something. Sijui kitu kayo. Na hii ni kitu nilidiscover nikipanga kufanya hii video but nilirealize that kwa Karate Kid, Jackie Chan was making a complex art form, Kung Fu or whatever it is, ikuwe so simple to a point that aka katoto kadogo kaneza shika. But because it was so simplified, aka katoto kakaidharau. Sidharau the leadership style of the leader in whichever context enye uko. Sometimes they're just trying to simplify it to bring it down to your level, we ushike. Lakini juu imefanywa simple ndio ushike, unaidharau.
Lucas was trying to control and build this empire.
Yes.
And he understood every person plays a role.
Yeah.
So he could look at you and he could understand the role you play in building.
Yes.
And if you're doing collabos, this other thing, you're building outside.
Yes.
There's a time for that and this is not the time.
Yeah. And you know, it's very easy to burn out. you know, if you're doing too many collabos.
Bro,
yes,
you're wise.
It's very easy to burn out.
Yes, and the quality is different. Other people are not as meticulous.
Yes,
with the production and anal with the outputs.
Absolutely, there's so much to look out for. It's not just doing a collabo. No, there's so many other intricate details that you have to think about. That cushion be in some way, you know, because I feel like I would have burned out, you know. Yani ulikuwa unasikia song inatoka hivi ya msanii, you get stressed. You get stressed. Because now, so what's your next banger?
You wanna do?
Yeah. And will Lucas agree to do a song for you? Because you had to prove it. It wasn't that easy. People think it was ingia to na record. Where? Lucas was looking for hits. You had to prove yourself.
So you after Cash Money,
yes,
hujapata ngoma ingine?
Sijapata ingine. I'm still trying to write even more.
And you're presenting, and he's like, no.
Yeah.
You present? No. You present? Nah.
And then I meet Indigenous.
And I've had enough CTS by the way kujiuliza, who is this Lucas? And I can tell from how people talk about him, si mse mdogo. So, nashinda nikisikia Lucas, nashinda nikisikia Josiah, Ogopa, na Homeboys, and like this is sacred to millennials, and glory to God for that. But I'd love to know more. Are they still around? Like, how did things pan out? Did your empire, did it pay back? Unaelewa? Like, I can tell they did a lot for a lot of people, especially considering, because siwajui through the work enye wamefanya, najua through what people say about them, unaelewa. And sometimes you hear some songs like, you know, Amani, you know, so and so. I'm like, this is a big deal. So I'd love to know how that played out, and I hope you guys give them their flowers. That being said, kumbuka tuko kwa season ya leadership, na leadership iko in 2 dimensions or more, but kuna learning how to lead and learning how to be led, and we only learn by doing. So the rest of this interview iko YouTube, and uandike Mr. Lenny CTA. Playlist ni ndefu, we tafuta snack, tafuta ka blanketi, hopefully kunanyesha, enjoy. Andika notes tupatane kwa comments.
So Indigenous comes and is like, hey, niaje Lenny, can we do a song? I'm like, yeah, I don't mind. Me I don't care. I want to do songs.
Hits.
Yes, I want hits. So guy, we meet, we sit down, akaniambia there's this idea, beskia. Mpenzi, bona, then he used to anasinka, nikana dance, bona, tetezi, binguna, dunia, kote twa, julikana. Hey, I'm like, huh? Hiyo ni gani? Naitwa kwa studio, nikafanya hiyo kapela kama kawa, and Lucas akatuambia haya, ngojeni.